Oh, just after they've beaten Ipswich, Preston have to go to the worst possible area of the country they never win in and headed back to South of Wales. Joey, we're going to talk to you about the Ipswich game and also preview the Cardiff game. First of all, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah,
Yeah, great. Okay, so Preston have this habit, don't they? Whether it's Leeds or big clubs, you come to Deepdale, you're going to give them a good game, and by goodness, that was a well-deserved 3 points in the end, wasn't it?
yeah, I think so. I think we got a bit lucky. Don't get me wrong with the goals. I mean, the first goal was a heavy deflection. The second goal, an own goal, and actually was offside. To be fair, but we could have also they could have also had a red card and a potential like indirect free kick when the keeper took the pass back. So I think it sort of evened itself out. They first half, I thought we were dominant. I don't think they all they did was try and pass it around, and we let them do it, and it worked to us because we pressed at the right times. We got forward a lot better than I think we normally do, and I thought Reese and the other Dane, Mads Fröker, both of them just really harassing those players. Keane as well. And it was just a good sort of team performance, I think. Second half, you expect them to come out. They went way more direct. Brought on Moore, and I knew because he always scores against us. I knew he would cause problems, and he did. But I think we held on. I think if they played another few more minutes, I think they would have got an equaliser. I think we sat back a bit too much, and eventually, I think they would have scored. But I think overall, I think it was a good performance. It's a very good side. The only fourth defeat of the season, so you can't be too critical, especially when you go 3-0 up. It's always you always expect a team like that to come back at you at some point.
Yeah, let me just devil's advocate you on that one because
Mm,
there's been a lot of reading, so a lot of comments that have said that Lowe was negative with
mm.
with that and took off Miller and Foggia and brought on defensive players. And yes, you could say, okay, you're 3-0 up and let's just hold on to it. But is it also a little bit naive tactics because you know what's going to happen then, which is what happened. Ipswich get a couple of goals back, and had that game gone on just a few minutes more, you could easily argue that could have been 3-3.
Yeah,
Is he? Do you think it's? I mean, you won the game, and let's be let's celebrate it. But can you criticize Lowe for the decisions he's made, or did he get actually spot on?
it's hard to say. I mean, I think the players in question, I think were tiring anyway. Um, I think bringing Osmayekan was actually quite good because he was doing the sort of job that Reese were doing, and I think we don't have that many good sort of attacking players on the bench, to be honest with you. So I won't be too critical. I think it was more not the personnel, more the way we dropped a lot. We dropped off them, and I think one of the big issues was actually our our marking in the box, which I think has been quite an issue for the last few games, particularly Lindsay and Story not really picking up that man and Hughes in the middle. And obviously, someone like Kiefer Moore, who's an absolute towering giant, he's going to punish you. But we also had that the other week as well, and we had even Dan James managed to. He's not. I don't know how tall he is, but he's not. He doesn't feel like he's that tall, and he managed to outjump. And there's a few times recently where we're getting beaten in the air too easy, and I think whether that's the defenders or the keeper not commanding his box properly. But I feel like we were, as I say, I think the game plan we had, I think, was good. We executed it well in terms of repressing them because we know they like to play around at the back, and their keeper was having a bit of an off day, I think, and he was struggling with our pressing. But the second half, as I say, they we almost played into their hand in the second half rather than the way around, and I think the way they set up went more direct, and we really struggled with that aerial threat. Really did.
Okay. All right then. Shall we talk about transfers? Preston,
Yeah.
of all the clubs, have done the least amount of activity, probably because of financial constraints. We would imagine, and also you did lots of your business there. Just Lewis Lee, sorry, off to Crewe by loan. Were you expecting any in? Were you disappointed not to have
Yeah,
anybody new faces to the door?
I think so. I think when we talk about the defensive line in a minute, because how many goals we can see this season, I think looking at, like I say, that aerial threat, I feel like I think after that performance against Leeds, I think Cornell, you've got to question whether he's a strong enough second keeper to really give competition to Woodman, who's also had a bit of a poor season. I would have liked to see a keeper on loan, and I probably would have also liked to see another right wing back replace Ramsey, who obviously went to Bolton on loan. So I feel like that should have really been addressed because, Potts for me, he's been great this season, but can he last 90 minutes every game? And I don't think he can. I think he's struggling, especially when you have 2 games in a week, to actually do that. So I'd have argued 100% we should have got a right wing back, whether it just be a short-term loan until we properly dress it. But I do feel like it was almost an admission of, we're not going to get relegated, we're not going to get promoted. What's the point of wasting a wage and money to the FFP, as our chairman keeps mentioning? I think like they thought, well, we might as well just reset in summer and spend all our money then. So I can see it, but from a fan, it's frustrating when this league is so inconsistent. The teams are so inconsistent, and if like say a good run of form, and you can be in the top 6. So I feel like if we made a few like intense statement signings like Hull did, it might have been different come the end of the season.
Okay. So we mentioned then you're off to Wales again. You've been there a few times, both at Swansea and Cardiff, and come away with zero points. What is it about the Lily Whites and visits to Wales that just frighten the bejesus out of the players?
I don't know. It must be that long journey. I don't know. They must just get tired. They might need to fly over there or something. I'm not sure. It's always been an issue. And yeah, like you say, that one win, I think it was in 2017. I think that was probably our first win we've had in God knows how long. And then we've not won since then. And when we do lose, we lose badly. And I think they had an issue at Deepdale, but then I think they managed to overcome that because we battered them a few times there. But now it seems to be that they're just got a good record against us now. They're almost bogey team. It used to be that we were their bogey team, but now it's the other way around.
Yeah, Tom Clark's 90th minute winner in the 2017-18 season.
Take that again.
Okay. Yeah. Score predictions then, Cardiff, Preston.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. It's like I say, it's optimistic, but it's optimistic 1-1. Feel like both coming back off 2 good wins, and we'll probably just cancel each other out, really.
Right, nice one. Enjoy the game, Jerry. Thanks very much. If you're a Preston fan, please subscribe. Joey's going to be following the team around for the next 16 weeks, hoping potentially that Preston, for once, might get out of this league one way or another. So yeah, it'd be grateful to have you along with this journey. Comments below, predictions. Thank you much, Joey. See you next week.
Thank you. See you later.